everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Do me a favor and please subscribe if you haven't already. Also consider joining my Patreon page for some cool perks. I'll leave a link in the description. It's time for a new episode of Behind the Name. During each episode of Behind the Name, I will let you know how a certain band came up with their own unique name. In this case, we will determine how Cheap Trick's name magically appeared. First, I'll mention some general info about Cheap Trick to help you familiarize yourself with them. Then, I'll let the cat out of the bag in regards to the name. Let's begin. Cheap Trick coalesced in 1973. The original lineup blended the rather gratifying Robin Zander on vocals, uncanny riffage from guitarist Rick Nielsen, Tom Peterson plucking bass, and Bun E. Carlos dispensing drum beats. 1977 saw them transmit their debut self-titled studio album, and it set a precedent for 19 more follow-up albums. In Another World, released in 2021, shows the latest evolution that Cheap Trick has undergone. A few of their most treasured tunes include Dream Police, If You Want My Love, I Want You to Want Me, and The Flame. Now you can stop scratching your head and allow me to fill in the missing pieces of this truly tricky identity puzzle. Interestingly, another band was actually the main cause. Back in 1973, a rock group known as Slade put on a performance before a sold-out crowd. Among those in attendance were the members of Cheap Trick, who were still completely unknown. As the show went on, bassist Tom Peterson turned to his friends and said that Slade used every cheap trick in the book throughout the evening. This seemingly mundane comment actually made an immense impression that burrowed deeply into their brains. Years later, when the guys needed a name to get their new band noticed, they experienced a flashback to this casual Slade concert conversation. As a result, they all agreed that they would feel quite eager to poke fun at former influence Slade by adopting Cheap Trick as their permanent pseudonym. Well, now you know how Cheap Trick got their name. What other bands' backstories besides Cheap Trick do you want to hear? Let me know in the comments. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to my supporters on Patreon, Matt and Stacy from Canada. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Till then, rock on.